Welcome back. This is Senior Honcho with another episode of Let's Code, Minecraft mod. And last episode, we actually finished naming our glass block that we have as the first item we're adding to a Terraria mod. Now we're going to work on actually making it look like a glass bowl. So, without further ado, I've been kind of walking through the Minecraft Forge tutorial pages as reference. Um, we won't need to do this except for maybe like the first couple things or when we get questions. So right now I'm just making sure that we're getting everything set up because this is the first time I'm actually doing a 1.8 mod. So with that, we've gotten into icons and textures. So hopefully this will give us the information on where we need to put stuff so that we can actually make this look like a glass bowl. And one of the things I'll probably do for reference is to take a look at the Terraria glass bowl. We'll see what it looks like. We'll make it look similar. Why not? It's a Terraria mod. If we want things to look. I don't know why my Chrome is doing this. I hit Google the first time and it gives me a blank search result. Oh no. Looks like we might have to do some refactoring. Looks like I spelled Terraria wrong. Oh. And I was having trouble in it spelling it with two E's. Ah, that's right. Well, we'll do a little bit of refactoring. Okay, what's it look like? It looks like that. That's what it looks like. Alright. So, that will be kind of our icon. We're going to make it look a little bigger than that. Because we are in Minecraft with 3D world, so we'll make it look we'll make it fill up the block a little bit more than that. Okay, so with that, we're going to go back to icons and textures. And default Minecraft texture size is 16 by 16. Textures are generally 16 by 16, 32 by 32, some multiple is 16. Texture edition. First, create your textures. This should be in a PNG format. Alright, let's do that. So I'm going to fire up my GIMP. I'm using GIMP 2, which you can find out there anywhere. Just Google GIMP and you'll get it, both on Mac and Windows. So you should be able to find that. Are you going to go? Oh, helps if I double click to open that. So just waiting for that to come up. It takes a little bit of, takes a little while to open for some reason. GIMP has a lot of tools in it. That could be why. So, okay. I've got my startup coming up. Da-da. Yay. Okay. In the meantime, once you've created, create two packages in your source folder in Eclipse as follows: assets, mod name, textures, blocks, items, textures, blocks, and I think all we're going to do is just drop that into the right spot and then set the texture code. Pretty easy. Alright, so I get here and I was like, okay, so now what do we do? We're going to do File, New, and so for height and width, we're going to go 16 and 16. Okay, and you want to click off of that so that this updates, and we do want pixels. So 16 by 16 pixels. And we'll hit OK. So that's really tiny, right? So zoom super in. So now brush sizes. Yes, of course. We want to set some brush sizes. So what I do, edit this brush, So brush editor. So I'm going to knock my radius down to a single pixel, first of all. Hardness. No, I don't want that hardness. Go away. Where is my toolbox? For Pete's sakes, give me my toolbox. No. View. Layers, brushes, snap. Where the heck is my toolbox? It's the only complaint I have with GIMP sometimes is all these different windows that it pops open. When you don't get the one you want, like, where's my box? Tools, selection tools, paint tools, pencil, bang. Okay, and for pencil, why is this still funky? Opacity. Is it one of these bad boys? No. I got all kinds of funky stuff going on here. Bang. 1 pixel, 3 by 3. What? That's not 3 by 3. It's 8 by 8. Spacing. Edit this brush. Pixel 1. Size. Hardness 1. Spacing. Come on, really? You're not gonna let me edit that? Why is this giving me such a brutal time today? Brushes menu, edit brush, new brush, duplicate brush, copy brush, refresh brush, blah blah blah. This has got to be a preference or something. Tab style, automatic. View as list, view as grid, view as list. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, see, it's 3 by 3. That's not really what I want. As you can see, it's too big, right? Too big. That's not what I want. Windows. Dockable dialogues. Tool options. That's what I wanted. Yay. Alright. Now we're cooking with gas. Size 20. No. Size 1. Ta-da. There we go. Okay. And then I need my color palette too. So let's kill that. So what was I doing here? Window, dockable dialogues, color map. Thank you very much. No, not that one. I want colors. There we go. Okay, so right now I've got black. I think I want some kind of like transparent bluey color maybe. Maybe more of a white. Let's see, background. Kind of a, yeah. Let's try something like that. We'll just kind of make a, what? Oh, I'm on a brush layer. Hold on. Let's see, new layer. And so this can create a new layer. We'll just call this icon layer. With 1616, it's a foreground layer. Okay. Oh, that's not exactly what we wanted, is it? Alright, so let's undo that. It was close. We were close, not quite. Let's do transparency. Icon. Okay. There we go. So, and then I'm going to blow out my background layer because I don't want that. I want this transparent layer. So now when I paint in here, not only I can see every single pixel, and I can then kind of fill this in. So some people will be like, dude, why don't you just like copy an existing one? I'm like, well, it's not really original now, is it? So doing this, we're going to get more of a unique feel. So I'm just going to switch to straight up white for the highlight. See, now we got this cool looking glass bowl thing. I think I'm actually going to give this a little bit more of a lip up there. So, grab this, grab my color back, and we'll go ahead and give that just 2, like that. So now when we zoom back out to 100%, yeah, we got a cool little icon. Okay. So we'll save this off. So what I'm going to do before I save this is I'm actually going to go into my ID and I'm going to set up the package that I'm going to put it in. So here it says that we're going to put in assets, the mod name, textures, items. So that's going to be the package I set up. So in my ID, I'm going to go out to my resources. I'm going to say new, actually I'm going to go new package from here. New package. And it's going to say that it wants to put it in length, but what I really want to do is oh, I already forgot what it's supposed to be called. It's supposed to be called textures items. Cheat. Textures items. Look at that, I spelled it right the first time. Alright. So we finished with that. So now I've got this directory sitting out there. So now what I'll be able to do is when I go back to GIMP and I hit save on this, but what I want to export. Export as. It's going to give me this interface. I'm actually going to go out to where my, I think I put it under development. Let's code Terraria mod, which again spelled it wrong there too. I think maybe we'll just keep that spelling because I think technically you'd say it the same way. That way I won't have a copyright infringement. Source, main, resources, assets, Terraria mod, textures, items, and this needs to be glass bowl, I think. .png. Export. Oops. Why did you do that? That was weird. Glass bowl.png. Export. Oh, okay, it was thinking. I always go with just the defaults on that. So now I have this exported as a PNG file. If I go back to my IDE now, I should see it in here. Glassbowl PNG. So now we have the texture, and our instructions then tell us, and I think that should be what it is set to. I think I name it by the item name. It doesn't really tell me. Stored individually, unzipped, jar in textures. The screenshot demonstrates the necessary item package structure. Blah blah blah. Texture code. Okay, so let's set the code. So we're gonna set the texture name in the item itself. Add this to your item initialization. Yes, okay. So we go back to the Glass Bowl Java, and in here we're going to set texture, no. Oh, no, we set the unlocalized name there. This is actually in the mod, in the initialization of the item. So when we say that, do we do it here? Set texture. No. No set there. Glass bowl. Dot set texture. Nope, that's not it. Alright, so where do we set that? I guess we gotta go back to the instructions. All else fails, read the instructions. Item initialization. The place in your main mod file where you define your block item data. Oh. Let's see. Yeah. It's interesting that they have it as a different function name. This could be a case of it doesn't decompile straight. So they have it as this function 111206D. I wonder if it decomiled to the same name. The way we can check that is if we do func. What was it? Func underscore. Anything? No. What do we have? Can harvest block, can edit block. And this is where you sometimes have to kind of poke around a little bit to see what makes sense. I wonder if it's just texture. Unlocalized name. We have. So any of you that know Minecraft modding, if you have something, you can go ahead and paste it into chat. Help me out. Oh poop, I lost my place. Get on register items, render helmet overlay, set container item, set damage, set harvest level. I wonder. Maybe I don't need to do anything. Let's try it and see. I have a sneaky suspicion because this might be something that's based on structure instead of configuration. So it may just pick it up because it knows the name and where it should find it. So let's test it and see. I mean, worst case scenario, nothing happens. Best case scenario is it actually works and we've got ourselves an image. Because as of right now, that structure that they have in the doc doesn't match what they said to do. So, yeah, that's not cool. Alright, so let's pop into the world. What do we get? Purple and black or a glass bowl? Purple and black. I'm betting it's purple and black. I bet you there's something else we gotta do. Oh, that's not good. Why did you come back here? Oh, okay. Yep, purple and black. So it did not pick up our texture for that item in that location. So we've got to tell it. So, alright, that stinks. Bleh. Alright. Back to here. That's a custom GUI. Still not working. Oh. Mods instead of assets. Huh. Sure. We could try that, but the thing is our name worked in assets. Oh, but you know what? I think the textures actually don't. Textures are stored in their own file, stitched together at runtime. Block item textures. A good source for new include items found here. This screenshot. Let's see what they got here in this screenshot. Right. Generic item.png. Right, so looks like we've got it in the right spot. Oh, what is this? Generic signifies that generic is the folder in the assets directory. The textures are stored in. You will have to create this folder inside the source Minecraft folder, then a textures folder, then another folder called items inside textures. Func 111206D or Func 11022D for blocks sets this field blah blah blah, which is the path to your texture file. The method register icons, which is the method that actually takes the texture from the path and loads it, is preset to take the return value. Ay, ay, ay. Well, we didn't find any of those function names. Huh, I wonder what... Let's see. If all else fails, Google another reference, right? So, adding items to a Minecraft mod. Huh. Well, that just stinkowitz. First item. This is less up to date than what I was looking at. New first item, set item name, mod file customization, icon index. Oof, no, they don't use that anymore. Readable name. Yeah, we don't use language references anymore either. This one's even more out of date. This is like the last time I created stuff. Has effect, custom name. Yeah, this is the old way. Yeah, nope. Back up. So that's the one we were just looking at, I think. Adding recipe, mods, creating mods, basic items. Let's take a look, because we aren't doing this for 1.8. So this might be something that we're catching the difference between 1.7 and 1.8. and the wiki may not be updated yet. So a little more research. So programming something for the first time when you're learning is 85% research, 10% coding, and 5% scratching your head. What was that? Let's see. And this is the scratching my head part while I research. Recipes, tutorial block. Okay, item tutorial. Gotcha. Right. In the item, set texture name. Oh, I don't have. We'll update. Update the basic item to 1.8. This is the mod file I will start with. Oh, that's what he's starting with. Okay. Yeah, see, that's one set. Hello. Where are you going? Back up. What the Sam Hill? It went crazy on me. Okay. Okay, yeah, one thing you'll have to do is remove the set texture name line because textures are no longer set that way. Thank you. That's why the instructions are wrong. Get your item updated to 1.8. You'll have to first of all create a private final string name, which will hold the name of the item. Replace tutorial item with the name variable and set unlocalized variable. Hey, how about that? I guessed that. That's what we did. Ta-da! Item name, item name. See how that works. Isn't that cool? Oh, but did I name it the same? Were they saying it should be something else? Nope, just says private. Oh, private final string name. I made mine public because I wanted to use it outside. That's fine. Scope shouldn't matter. And now create a public method called getName, which will return the name variable. Oh, hey, I like that. That's even more encapsulated. Alright, awesome. Cool. So we're going to go ahead and make this private. This is going to actually cause an error in our mod file, which should be here. So if I look at this, there it is. There's the error, right? So it's now like, hey, you don't have access to that. So we're gonna. Well, I'm not going to call it a getter. Is it a getter? Is it get name? Is that what they said? Yeah, get name. So yeah, let's get a. So fixes for this. Create getter setter. I said. Okay, there we go. Get name. Right. Okay. Bye bye. So in this case, I've already got an instance of this. So, but this is just item. Glass bowl is a new glass bowl. I think this might actually work. Not. I wonder if I can do this. Should, because it extends it, but I'm going to nail that down into an individual type. We'll see. This creates a cleaner code because now I'm actually referencing my instance with glass bowl and then getting the name. This is proper encapsulation of the class. It's still complaining it doesn't like something. What don't you like? What it is? Oh, because it's not saved yet. Whatever. Save that and that clears. Okay, fine. Okay, so we've done that. So we've added get name. Okay, so back to the instructions. Finally, remove the game registry.register item line from your mod. Instead, register the item using this and name in the item constructor. Oh, sweet. I love it. Love it. I love it. And I'll tell you why I love it, because this encapsulates this so much better. So I don't even need this anymore. So this goes bye-bye. Kaboom. And we're just going to call that here. So this will be game registry. This is almost testable. Curious. Wonder if I could actually write a unit test for this now. This may be something we try after we get this item done. And this is going to be so item name. I may rename this to name to match so that it's clear. Yeah, let's do that. Let's refactor this real quick. We're under green. I've got no red marks. Refactor this. Some people would say, well, you're not supposed to refactor unless you've got your code running. Like, the IDE is saying it's clean. If I refactor it, it still says it's clean. I don't have unit tests to run to verify that. Because typically in a TDD fashion, you would go red, green, refactor. I just kind of went red, gray, refactor. So, gray being I don't have an IDE error. That's about what I can do. Okay, so back to the instructions then. That step's done. So, so now that is registered with this, which points to the same class. In the mod, said register item constructor. After doing all these things, class should look like this. Yes, it looks like that. Your item class is now finished. You haven't set the texture yet though. That's because you now have to do that using a JSON file. Oh, that's right. I remember that. Yes, Waffle. Because I'm writing a Minecraft mod, it's all in Java. So the question was asked, are you mainly coding in Java while you stream? Absolutely. Because that's what Minecraft is written in. So that's what we modded. So JSON is a data format file. And enter the folder with the mod ID as its name. In there, create a new folder called models. So let's see, resources. Go to the folders with your resources. Enter the folder with the mod ID as its name, which is under assets. Right? Oh, let me change my view here. Property, no. Where? Oh, that's up here. And we're going to switch this to package presentation to be hierarchical. So I can do this. And what did it say? Create a new folder called models. New folder, which is the same thing as creating a new package. So I could have did that way too. Models. Create another folder called item. New folder item. I'm just following them directly so I don't make a mistake. Finally, create a JSON file with exactly the same name as the name variable in your class, which is glass bowl, all lowercase. So we're going to say new text file, because the JSON is a text file. And not JSON.text, that won't, will not work. Hold on. Back up. Don't do that. I'm just going to create new file. I don't want to have a text edit extension, so we're just going to call this glass bowl.json. Okay, so that should be good. And then, okay, so we've got that. JSON should be filled with the following code. What? Okay, this looks like a job for cut and paste. Yep. Right. Let's see. Let's see how well this cut and paste works. Not very well. Alright. That's okay. Grab this. Delete that. Clean this up a little bit. Not too bad. Delete. Okay. So this is the general structure. Built-in generated textures, layer 0 tutorial. This should be Terraria mod. Items. And this should be glass bowl. Third person rotations. I think we leave those alone. In that alone. I think that's it. We're gonna let's see. So save that just because I'm gonna flip windows here and take a look and see. The only thing you have to change is the layer 0 part. This should be your mod ID followed by items followed by the name of the texture of your item. It's highly suggested you keep the name of the texture exactly the same as the value of the name variable in your item class. Also ensure the texture file, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Once you've created and saved this file, go back to your mod file where you have to add some code to the init method. Okay. Create a check in there to make sure the code you'll write only gets ran on the client. If this code runs on the server, you will get a crash. Code looks like this. Okay, so if the event get side is equal to side client, don't do anything. In the if statement, you'll have to get the render item object retrieved using the following line of code. Okay. Alright, so basically this piece of code here. So I don't need all the explanation. Let's see. So go here into our init, which we pre-init load. This is our init. So if event dot get side is equal to side dot client, then I should have actually set that curly brace thing as well. All right, then we're going to do render item use render item equals Minecraft. No, just Minecraft. This one. Dot get Minecraft dot get render item. That's it for that line. Then render item dot get item mode measure dot register. Let's see, this is our item name. So this is glass bowl. And then 0 and new model resource location, and this will be reference. Which reference? I don't know which reference. dot mod ID. Yeah, it's probably Java naming. Dot. Maybe not. Let's see what we got here. Come on. Alright, let me undo that. So this is reference dot mod. No, it doesn't know that. This is probably Terraria mod dot mod ID plus colon plus. So basically this is giving us our name from a bunch of variables. Each. This is item tutorial. So this is glass bowl. This is a casting, so we're going to cast. Oh, I already have it nailed down, so I don't need to cast it. So this is glass bowl dot get name. I think that's all I need there. I don't think I need this parenthesis, which means I don't need. Oh no, that one I need. That one I don't need. And then here, comma, inventory. I have no idea what that's for. That's just strange. Okay, I've got red because I need another parenthesis there. No. What is that red for? Oh, hold on. I got this one out of place. This one goes out here. There we go. That's better. Alright, so I was just enclosing that wrong. That should be everything. Alright, let's give that a try. Yikes. That was pretty weird stuff. So, glad I googled that one. Yeesh. Okay, so, oh man, I went long on this episode too. This researching stuff takes a while. Alright, so we'll verify this, and hopefully we'll be good. If that's the case, come on, where'd you go? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened? Game crashed. But why? Baby, I was real supported. Huh. Let's try that again. I wonder if maybe I did something that made it go boom. Fall down, go boom. So, what's this? Oh. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Doesn't like something I did. Insufficient memory. Oh, you know what? It's because it still had the other JVM open. I think it was something. I think this is a problem between the keyboard and the seat. Not necessarily a problem with the code. Third time's a charm. Let's see if this thing fires up. Do 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 do. Okay, I've got it loading. Whoa, no. That's not right. Yeah, it hates me. Why do you hate me? Alright, so it looks like I get to close an episode with an error. Yay! So much fun. Why? Oh yeah, Minecraft. I'm a crashaholic. Let's see. So for those of you that aren't paying attention, that's right here in the output. So debugging is the fun part, right? So we start from here because this is where the crash report starts. Usually what I'll do is I'll go back here and see if I can find an error. The binary patch set is missing. Either you are in a development environment or things are not going to work. It appears to be missing any signature data. This is not a good thing. I don't think that's our problem. Setting player. Start. Minecraft crash report. Okay, so I didn't see anything really weird. This is not in there. Detailed walkthrough of the area. It's code path and all known details as follows. Minecraft version, operating system, Java version, blah blah blah. Loaded core mods, GL. Info. No, I'm getting insufficient memory. It is the same thing. I wonder if I got a... Oh, you know what? It's probably because I got GIMP open. This is probably sucking up all my memory. Quit, please. Close that off. That should free up some memory. So, let me check my memory profile here. I'm going to open up my task manager. Task manager is your friend when you're programming on Windows, because you can see what's actually going on if you got some kind of hanging process out there. See, I'm at 78% memory, and that's because I do have a hanging Java out there, and that's not Eclipse. So I need to kill this bad boy. End task. And that's why I'm getting the out of memory. So close. I'm going to keep that open. I'm just going to move it off screen. Okay, so now let's try this again. Let's see if this will fire up. So we had a hanging JVM out there, which I've noticed that sometimes with a modded Minecraft, it at least on my machine, it'll leave a JVM out there hanging and sucking up memory. So far so good. Okay, let's see if I can't move this. Is it gonna let me move it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now this looks like it's coming up. So we're past kind of, I think this is past where it was before when it died. So looks like it's coming up okay. Goodness. So impactful. The suspense is killing me. Alright. Into the world we go. Please render, please render, please render, please. Come on. Load it up. Load the world. And, oh, look at that, we have glass bowls. Oh, and it's in my hand too, you see that? Look at that glass bowl. Yay. So now, we have a glass bowl with its recipe, its stack size, it's rendering properly. Now we're going to give it some interactions. That'll be our next episode. So that's gonna be it for this episode. I'm Senior Honcho, and as always, thank you for watching. Talk to you later. Bye bye.